Hey there, I'm Walter and this is Wix Ideas. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to auto-capitalize the first character or the first letter of every word. Now, we're going to start out with the names, and we know that names are proper nouns. So that means that the first letter or the first character should always start with uppercase. So if I write Wix Ideas, I'm not holding on my shift to capitalize that manually. This was done automatically with a script that we added to our website, and here I can say auto capitalize first character. Now this script automatically capitalizes the first character or letter of each of these words. I'm going to show you exactly how you're going to do that. Now, one of the fun facts here is when we actually go ahead and submit this into our CMS and head back to our CMS, you're going to find out that exactly the formatting or the way we enter in our data is how it's going to appear inside of our database. Now, I think this is a very clean way to represent or to format all your data for consistency, and it's also aesthetically pleasing. Now you can see over here we have Wix Ideas all in uppercase, all in title case, and here we also have the student line in title case. So now I'm going to show you how to apply this to your Wix Studio and also your Wix website. Now you're going to find any form that you have on your website. This also works for Wix forms, but I've gone ahead to create a custom form right here. And if you don't know how to build a custom form, you can watch my tutorial on how to create a custom form on your Wix website. Now I already built out mine and connected it to a database. I'm going to go over to code, and here I'm going to start coding manually. Now this is going to pull out a page for me to start writing in my script. I'm going to go ahead and clear out all of these comments here and just make sure that it's cleaned out. All right, that is looking all good, and I'm just going to go ahead and maximize this code panel so you can see what I'm writing. Now the first thing we're going to do in our code is to create a template function. Now this template function is going to help us to manipulate the data or the input that we're typing into our text input elements and format it exactly how we want it to be. So I'm going to call this capitalize input. Now this is just a simple function. I'm going to show you how to use that, and this function is going to hold a parameter, and the parameter is going to be the IDs of every element that we're trying to use. Now one of the reasons why we're using a template function is because we might have to format so many input elements at once, and we don't want to write a very long script that does it for each of them. So we're going to write a function that just goes through an array of IDs and just spits back an input for every one of them. And I'm going to call this array elements. And then next, inside of this function, we're going to use for each to target all of the array elements. So we're going to say array elements dot for each. Now this is going to help us to target each of the elements individually. Now inside of our for each, we're going to return an ID, which is going to be the ID of each of the elements that we're working with. And then next, we're going to select the items by their ID. That's the reason why we're using the for each, to select each of the elements by their ID. Now we know that to select any element in Wix, this is how the construction is. So we kind of have something like this to select any element inside of the DOM. So we're going to do the same thing, but now instead of writing it that way, and also we don't know what the IDs are right now, we're simply going to use a constructor for that. So we're going to say something like let elements IDs equal to, so we're just simply going to copy this one right here to construct the items individually. And instead of using those quotes, we're going to use backticks for this. Now using backticks because we're trying to now use template literal to select our ID, which we have defined earlier inside of our for each. So this now selects all our IDs individually when we are typing. All right, so we're done with that, and the next thing we're going to do is to create an on input event listener. So whenever we start to type into any of the elements, we're going to construct the value of our input element. So I'm just going to say elements dot on input. Now this actually works regularly like how any other on input works for each of the elements. for your regular input text input elements. Now this listens to your keyboard when you start to type or input a value into your text input element, and this always returns a value. So we're going to use the event to return the value. So let's call this the element value. So the element value is whatever the user is typing into the text input element. So I'm just going to say variable element value is equal to event dot target dot value. Now whatever the user has typed into the text input, we're going to lower case them. So we're going to make everything lowercase, and the reason is just to clean it up, because they might write something like Wix or Wix Ideas, something like that, just rough input. So we're going to clean everything up by making everything lowercase first. All right, so now once we have what the user has typed, it's time to manipulate what they have typed and actually show them what we want. And to do that, we're going to manipulate the value itself. And our new value now becomes elements value equals elements value, which is the actual word. Now we're going to replace the first letter or character of each of the words. We're going to use regular expression to do that. And this regular expression is simply targeting the first letter of every word. And then for each of the characters that we have actually targeted, we're going to use an arrow function to now change the characters into uppercase. All right, so we're going to say dot uppercase. Now that's how simple this is. We've basically now converted our element value, which is whatever value the user entered, into a title case. All right, so the next thing we're going to do now is to now simply send this value back into our input element, and that's the element ID here. So we can copy that over there and paste that and say dot value is equal to element value, and that's it. So we're simply done with our template function, and it's time to make use of this function. So we can copy this one right here and just head back into our already function, and we're going to create an array, and the array contains the IDs of our input element that we want this to apply to. And I'm going to create one and just call that elements array, and we're going to add it this way. So you can just add a quote right there, head back to your editor and click on any of the elements that you want. So let's take, for example, the input one. So just paste that right there, add a comma, add another quote. Now this is very important formatting for your input element. As you can see, we are using quotes, and that means they are strings. But then our function here already understands that we have constructed how we want this to be. All right, so the last one we're going to copy now is a subject, which is input 4. So copy the ID again. You can give your ID any name. I'm not trying to do that right now. So let's just add our array. So now we have an array of all the elements that we want to apply this capitalization to. And now we're going to go ahead and copy our function, which is our template function. Now you can see that it needs a valid constant. So that is what we need here. So we're going to copy this elements array and simply add it there. So if you're looking to add more elements in the future, want to delete something out of it, all you have to do is simply come into this array and simply add a new one. For example, input 5, or you want to give it another name like email. We need to make sure that's in the quotes. So email address, something like that, and so on. All right, so that's how you add or remove it later in the future. So this function right here, I'm just going to give that name and say capitalization constructor. All right, so that's what we have right here. Okay, so let's just give that a look. Let's test that out. I'm going to use the preview site link, so that just go straight to the preview site just to make sure that's working, because we had an older version earlier. All right, perfect. So now I'm just going to make sure that my caps lock is off, and also I'm not going to hold on shift. I'm on Windows, so I'm not going to hold on shift to do anything. I'm just going to type. As you can see, I just typed and it automatically made my first name a title case. So this is a proper noun, right? And even though my caps lock is on, if I turn on my caps lock right now and write ideas, you can see that kind of changed in a few milliseconds. If you notice that, let's see if we can get that again. You could have seen that. I actually saw that just real quickly. All right, so that's how you add or make any of your items uppercase. Now let's take a look at this and say this is the main text, you can see how that changes automatically as we type. Main text for subject line. All right, so thank you for watching. Now, I didn't apply that to the email and feedback, so that's just going to type exactly as I am typing. So let's just go ahead and submit, and that has saved. Now let's head back to our CMS and go over to collections and click on my CMS. Now we're going to find that that has imputed my items very neatly. You can see that's very clean, right? All the names are formatted in the same capitalization, and also the subject line is in the same capitalization as the next. So this is a very, very clean way to do that. And for your email, if you want to make your email should always be in lowercase, because regardless of what case it is, Gmail or those email providers are always going to make it lowercase. All right, so for the email, what we're going to do is to simply just go into our onReady function, and we're going to select our email directly, since we're not trying to create a function or nothing special other than the fact that we just need to lowercase whatever input is in there. All right, so just simply go ahead and input your ID, and on input we're also going to go ahead and get the ID or the event. Sorry, we're going to get the event, and event holds the value that the user just entered, which is the email they entered. So I'm going to say here, let email val equal to the event.target.value to lowercase. That's how simple this is. We don't have to use any regular expression. All we have to do is just to send this back to our email field or text email value. So we're going to say that now becomes our new value. Okay, so just remove that. Perfect. So that's just how easy it is. This is for when you have several input elements that you want to apply this to, and this is kind of what you do when you have just one single element that you want for just one purpose. Now let's preview this and have a look at how the email field now responds to me. So I'm going to turn on my caps lock. I'm not sure how you're going to see that, but my caps lock is on, and when I begin to type, you can see how that changes very quickly, right? It changes really quickly because it's trying to respond to what I told it to do, which is to make it lowercase. Now my email, or all the emails that you send back to your database, are now clean, and all of them are now lowercase. And your first name, last name are proper nouns. Your subject is now a title case. Your feedback can be whatever it wants to be. It's just the feedback. All right, so that's what you do. And just one final trick I'm going to show you. Now, right now, what we are doing is to auto capitalize every single word inside of our text input element. But what if you just want to capitalize just the first letter or the first character of the first word inside of your text input? Everything comes down to this G right here. All you have to do is delete that G, and only the first word gets capitalized and the other words don't. So let's just take a look. I just want to show you that that actually works. So now I'm going to say auto. Let me just select that again. Auto capitalize. Now you can see only the first word goes back to character, and you can see how that changes because my caps lock is on. So that kind of shows you that change when I type in. So that's how you make only the first word capitalized, and the other ones can be whatever formatting that your keyboard is using. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and change that, and that brings us to the end of this tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. For more videos like this, you can check out my other tutorials on YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. You can also leave a comment if you're trying to reach me, and you can visit me at wixideas.com for collaborations and more information. All right, thank you very much, and I will see you again.